What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV with Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for a recap and review of American Soul, BET series based on the life of Don Cornelius and the great TV show Soul Train. It's the hippest trip in America, baby. I'm still loving this show. And I got good news for y'all. I know I'm a week late. We didn't get episode 9 in. And episode 9 was so damn good. I'm going to try to briefly speak on it a little bit here. And then episode 10, the finale, proceed with caution. Let me tell y'all the good news. This was only slated to be a 10 episode series. The show got such great reaction that BET decided to renew it for season 2. So we are coming back for season 2, and I am really happy about that. Y'all just don't understand. I got 16 shows on my list for the season. American Soul's coming back. Oh my God, which makes it so fucking sad what just happened in this damn episode. Let's go back to episode 9 for a second. 1968. 1968's a number. That ain't even a song, but still. 1968 got to take us back into the last 3 years before Soul Train became a thing. Oh, my hand's ashy. I had some gloves on at work. And yeah, let's hold on for a second, y'all. Oh, let me pause, bitch. I ain't got no lotion, but we still gonna make it do what it do. So we go back to 1968. So since this was last week, I don't remember it all in detail. I think I watched this before I went out of town and just didn't get the recap done, something like that. Anywho, we go back to 1968, 3 years before Soul Train was a thing. We got to look into the life of Don Cornelius. We got to look into JT's life and the Clark family. We didn't get to see Tess. We got to see Gerald's life as well. So we didn't see Tess and Detective Patrick, which I wish we would have, because we probably would have got to see her in Germany. But since they told that story, I guess that's why they didn't want to give it to us again. Things were different. Things were different. You know, Don Cornelius was a cop on the beat back in Chicago. We already knew this, that he was a cop. And he had a partner that was into a lot of shady dealings. A lot of shady dealings. But Don Cornelius was one of those cops that was on the up and up. He was doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? His partner wanted him to take some bribe, wanted to take some seed money, and Don wasn't about that life. Well, he pulled over this guy one day, giving him a ticket for running a stop sign or running a red light. I don't remember exactly which one it was. And the guy was like, you know what, I really like your voice. I'm not trying to buddy you up, but you sound like you have a voice for radio. So if you want to get into radio, give me a call. He gave him his business card. That was the spark of Don Cornelius' life. You know what I'm saying? Him and Red was still doing pretty good, still doing pretty fine. His daddy was sick back at that time. And you could see that him and his dad didn't have a good relationship. Remember, his dad was fucking abusive anyway. And I couldn't tell if that was just the daddy's wife. Because if there was Don's mama too, why he was mad disrespectful. She came over like, look, your daddy's sick. He needs you to help take care of him, this, that, and the third. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you here? Get out of my face. I ain't got time for that old man. And Red is like, that's your daddy. You know what I'm saying? One thing that she did is one thing that I hate for people to do. Try to convince you that you need to do what you got to do for your father or for your parent or what have you, because they didn't have it in their life. Oh, so fucking well. Okay? I ain't got to do shit for these motherfuckers that's been dogging me out all my goddamn life just because you didn't have a damn daddy or mama in your family. So what? So what? I'm so sick of people telling me that. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all been on this channel long enough. Y'all already know my tea. I'm so sick of people trying to put that fucking guilt trip on me. Like I'm the one that's supposed to be the bigger person and take care of my goddamn old conniving ass mama and daddies and fuck boy. Fuck them. I'm tired of that shit. Tired of that shit right there. So anywho, that was the gist of what Don needed money. He needed money to help take care of his daddy. And his options were either to go the shady city route with his partners on the police force. You know, Chicago PD do. We know how they do, like any other NYPD, STLPD, OPD, Miami PD. Same. They all same. Crooked with a T. Yes, with a T. But he had a decision to make whether he was going to actually go on radio or was he going to go to the city side of the police force to get this money that he needed to help take care of his daddy. And that's pretty much where his life began. So we go back over to Simone, the Clark family. Joe's alive, you know. It's Simone's birthday. Hey, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy. Well, they didn't sing that to her. They came out with Smokey Robinson and Miracles. What song did they sing? People say I'm the life of the party, God. I tell a joke or two. I think that's what they sung. To take a good look at my face, you see my smile looks out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. Do 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 do. Was that the song they sung? It was last week, y'all. It was Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And they wanted to sing her Smokey Robinson and the Miracle song because it's a miracle that Simone is alive. Doctors had told them that she wasn't going to make it. I think she had undeveloped lungs or what have you. And they said that she wasn't going to make it. But now here she is, alive and kicking. How we do that there? How we do that there? So he wants her to use those healthy lungs that she has and blow out her birthday candles. Since it's 1968, she's only 13, or she's turning 14, because she turned 17 in 1971 when Soul Train first came in. So okay, so yeah, so she came out and she blew out her candles, and Kendall was there. Kendall's girlfriend is there with the, I think is she pregnant, or was the baby there too? I forgot. But the Kendall's still with his girl at the time. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy until Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete come in. Y'all remember Uncle Pete from last episode? We found out that Brienne had a brother down in Chicago who was closing his club, and Brienne had invested into the club. Well, come to find out, Brienne got muscled into that, right? Because Brother Pete wanted to come in and capitalize off of the fact that they doing good now and they got some money. He needed like $500 to open up this club down in San Diego. So he's gonna blackmail them. Okay, you did some dirt back in the South there, Mr. Clark. You did some dirt, and if you want the police to come find you, then don't give me the money. But if you want to stay safe and sound here out in California, where the sun's shining out bright and don't nobody know your name, then you're gonna pay me this $500 and you don't give it to me now. You're going to give it to me now. And Brienne is like, oh, no, we can't afford that. But what else can we do? We got to do it. And Brienne made it seem, like I told y'all before, that Joe was the reason why she wasn't singing no more. You know, no, that wasn't it. Back in the South, I forgot where they said it was from. I think they said Mississippi. It might be, I think they said Mississippi. But back in the South, where they was from originally, Brienne got attacked by some white man. I almost raped her. Joe beat the living snot about that dude. So the police are looking for him. And they've been on the run. They've been on the run, y'all. He's in the military at this time too. You know, that's how he making ends meet. They living a good life out here in California. They ain't never lived like slummish. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing what they need to do for their kids. But to keep the police out of their business, and hopefully Pete out of their business too, they gave him the $500. But what Brienne found out though, that Pete's mama, or they mama, had left inheritance for her as well. Pete ran through everything. Pete stole it all. So she's about, you up here trying to hustle us when we got dirt on you too, bruh. And so Pete like, you know, hey, come on now. I had to do what I got to do for mama. You know what I'm saying? You took off. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Pete, they had it set up where they wasn't going to give Pete shit. But Brienne was like, fuck you then. Just give me the goddamn money so you get the fuck out of our life. Give you this money. When I give you this money, you are no longer my brother. I'm saying? So he tells them the whole deal. He trying to get this club started. That he really want them to get in on it. They like, just get the hell out. So they gave him the money, and Uncle Pete like, I wasn't gonna really tell on y'all for real. Really, nigga. Really. So she really didn't invest in the club, but I don't know where in that 3-year time frame that they brought it all back together and became family again, because at his going away party, she acted like they was the best of friends. This is my my older brother doing big things out in this club here, right? I think was it last week's episode? No, it was this one. It was this one. Okay, so we go to who else? Okay, we did Gerald. Gerald is back in Memphis. I told y'all Gerald is Basie Skanks. Gerald is Basie Skanks. You know what I'm saying? He just changed his name when he went out to LA, but he Basie. You know, Gerald had a whole lot of names when he was running the church. Well, he's back in Memphis. Him and Herschel Green. At first, I thought the club they were in was the same club they was in LA, but come to find out, no. This was Herschel's club back in Memphis. Herschel was doing the damn thing, and Gerald was sleeping with Herschel's woman. Gerald was sleeping with Herschel's woman, you dirty dog, and he loved that ass. He did. But Gerald has always been a man of honor. When he says that he gonna do something, he gonna do it, right? So, the health inspectors or somebody came in. They were gonna shut him down. They like, you gotta shut this club down. They trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why are these people coming here trying to hustle us? You know, we got people in our pocket, you know, politicians, the police force, and y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't save our souls. No, they can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. Well, see, Gerald and the girl had talked before earlier about running away together. You know what I'm saying? They talked about running away together. But Gerald had promised Herschel that he was going to find out who did this to him. And he was going to pay them back for Herschel, because that's the type of man he is, right? Well, come to find out, it was old girl, Herschel's girlfriend, Gerald's love interest, right? It was her. She was like, baby, I did this for us. And we stole his money. He was like, you almost got me killed. She said, but you didn't. You didn't get killed. You're here now with me. And we can take off together with Herschel's money. And he was like, well, what happened to all the money that you gave? Oh, boy, think I got that money too. I got both of them. She got all the dollars. Because I love you and want to be with you. We can do this together. Go start our own shit together. But by Gerald being the man of his world, Gerald killed that damn girl. Killed the dead. Killed the dead and set the club on fire. So what now? What now? Herschel and Gerald gonna go out to LA and start over. They gonna start new. We in this together. I got you, boss. Well, the dude, the guy who was trying to shut that shit down, came to Gerald and was like, look here, why you just don't do this shit on your own? You know, why you can't be the big man? Why you gotta be up underneath Herschel? He's like, things don't work out that way. And Herschel knew. Herschel knew. He brought him back his money. You know what I'm saying? And Herschel's like, you loved her, didn't you? You loved her, huh? That was a good pussy thing. I said pussy thing. Piece of thing. But Herschel knew. Herschel knew that Gerald was sleeping with the girl. But Herschel was like saying, Gerald was a man of his word. And he said, I was going to help you out, boss. I know I loved her, but I killed her because I told you I was going to do it. When I found out who it was, I don't care who it is. It could have been my mama. I was going to kill her. And that's what I did. JT's story is so fucking sad for me. His fine ass. That's a fine little young man. Back in the day, JT is graduating from high school. So that puts a stamp on the age gap between him and Simone. 3 years ago, he was graduating from high school, so he had to be at least 17, which makes him 20 now, and Simone was 16. I see how that could happen. She could have been a freshman in high school. No, she was 13. I don't know. Anyway, he was graduating from high school. Andrea was looking good. You better go, girl. You looking fine. That's a beautiful woman. I knew that when she came out of crackhead stage, she was a beautiful fucking woman. But she had already used drugs before, because remember JT had said the stories about her overdosing. When she was clean now, she had been clean for a long time, and they were about to get up out of LA. They needed to leave. If they didn't leave, they couldn't survive. They couldn't make it. He was afraid that his mama was gonna fall back off the wagon. You know, he really didn't want to leave LA, but he understood they was gonna have to. They was gonna have to move. Well, he got this opportunity where he was singing. You know, JT was singing and doing the damn thing. And I think the reason why I love that episode so much because we got to see a lot of singing. We got to hear a lot of singing, even though it wasn't on the Soul Train stage. We got to hear a lot of singing in the episode. And he was singing. Oh, I was like, you better get down, boy. You better get down. But I love to hear JT sing. I love to hear Simone sing. If we go back for a second to the Clark family, I forgot to mention that the daddy came in there to Simone and was coached her in how to sing. For the first time, she was hitting notes that she didn't know she could hit. And he realized his baby girl know how to sing. You better sing, child. You better sing. They were singing their ass off in this episode. Joe was singing, Kendall was singing, Simone was singing, JT was on that stage singing. And he had an opportunity to work with the record label. Well, the label didn't want JT. They didn't want JT, but they wanted was a song. Wanted to pay him a little $300-$400 for his song. He like, what? No, I put my blood, sweat, and tears in that song. That should be mine. That should be mine. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to see the negotiations go down, but it come to find out, Andrea was like, where we try to move to, these opportunities won't present themselves. LA is where you need to be, baby. LA will take you far with your music, with your voice, with your songs. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, no, mama, we got to get out of here. Well, she took the moving money and bought him that car. That car the police been looking for a while. Bought JT that doggone car. We're going to stay in LA. We're going to make it work here. As we can see 3 years later, it didn't work for Andrea. They should have left. They should have left. Matter of fact, she had a new baby because she wasn't even pregnant with Asia. Asia wasn't even born then. Yeah, she wasn't even born yet. Dang. So that was pretty much last week's episode. We rounded out with Brienne going back into the club, and we were and singing. What we've been waiting for to hear was Kelly Price sing. She did her Nina Simone, birds flying high. You know how I feel. You got to get deeper for Nina. Birds flying high. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. I can't sing like Nina. Nina got a deep ass voice. Nina sounded like a man to me for a long damn time. But her songs are fucking timeless, baby. They timeless. And Kelly Price did that song in Kelly's way. She laid it out. I was like, you better go. It's a new day for me. And I'm feeling good. They was clowning. They was clowning. I was like, you better go Brienne. You better grow Brienne. She came on, did the damn thing. She came home. She was feeling all good. And Nate Parker kissed her. She kissed him back. And Brienne said, wait, too soon. This is too soon. You got to go. I need some time for myself. He was like, is this what you really want? I don't have to leave. No. I need to be by myself. So he said, I'll be packed up and out of here in the morning. I was like, that's all it took. But I was trying to figure out why you were still there anyway. Why you still there, son? So Nate Parker packed up and left, and now Brienne is on her own, feeling good. I was like, okay, girl, go ahead on, Brienne. Then we get to the studio with Encore, JT, Simone, and Kendall. They laying down the track. Oh, God. I loved this song. You could clearly tell JT wrote it. It was basically about him growing up and the world trying to hold him down and hold him back. I wish I knew the lyrics. I love that song. It started off with like that Papa was a Rolling Stone type of feel because it started off real slow and JT was just singing. Then all of a sudden they say, we gonna get ready, and they broke. Pow, pow, pow. You know, hey, they cutting that record, doing. Hey, they was doing it, y'all. They was doing it. Gerald come up in the spot, because you know Gerald he got his hand in everything. Come up in there like, what is going on up in her? Hey, how old are you? He remember asking Simone that before. She said, how old you need me to be? Old enough to open up for my club. I need an opener. Who we opening for? Ike and Tina Turner. Shut the front door. Encore has made it, baby. Encore has made it. Okay. then we roll into this week. We're going to go ahead on into episode 10, Proceed with Caution. Dolores and Don is sitting there in the car talking. And Don is telling Dolores, I'm so happy that you're here, baby. This is it. I'm so glad you and the kids are out here in LA. And she was like, you know what? It's family. I look for family. I'm going to keep the family together. Family means more to me than anything. And so I'm hearing her say this, and I'm thinking, but that nigga don't think the same thing. Don's an ass. He don't give a fuck about family, but you got to think about family. You going to come. Never mind. Okay. So she said, but you better watch out. And I was like, what does that mean, Red? That's filled with something. He was like, what you talking about? Now, I mean, no, watch out, Don. They sitting on some fucking train tracks. Why the hell would Don Cornelius park on the damn train tracks to begin with? And a train is just a coming. A train is just a coming. They start the car up. The wheels ain't spinning. They stuck in the rocks and bang. It's a dream. It's all just a dream. Don sitting up there with the doc like, ah, man, I keep having this damn dream over and over again. Everybody looking like, where the fuck is he at? Where is he at? We wasn't sure. They back on the set. They got Ike and Tina Turner and Ike gets up on the stage. And, you know, big wheels keep on turning. What's it? Left a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day. You know, Tina was up there. The girl she did good. Gabrielle Green, I think that's her name. She played Whitney Houston in the Bobby Brown story. That's Gabrielle Green. And McKinley Freeman, that's a fine man. Oh my good. McKinley Freeman was playing Ike Turner. He made Ike look good, baby. He made Ike look good. I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat the cake, Ike. I'm gonna eat the cake, Ike. That's how I was feeling. They got up there and they did at least 4 tracks, because they played one just playing it as the show was opening up, and then they came on the stage and she was do 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 do. Then she had the thighs and the booty shakes, and it was that's good. I swear it's gonna make me go watch what's love got to do with it. Oh, I love to be some Ike and Tina Turner. Some Tina Turner, period. I was like, you know, saying they moved. They from my city. They from the STL shorty. Well, Tina really from Tennessee, but she moved to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? And then Ike, straight St. Louis. Straight St. Louis. He was the one beater. But damn, they had some good ass fucking music. My grandmama used to perform with them, not with the group, but when they used to do shows, they used to all open up together. I can't remember the name of my grandmama's group. I asked my mama one time and she don't remember. They had an album. Maybe my granddaddy. I'm gonna ask my granddaddy. He know the name of the group that my grandmama in. Everybody in my family was musicians. Up until my mama. My mama did not get into the music industry like the rest of my family, but everybody else. My uncle, if you ever look up Freddie Holiday, that's my uncle. He also sung with the Temptations. He sung with the Platters. He sung with the Delphonics. Then my granddaddy was in a group called Way Past Due. They used to be with Rufus and Chaka Khan. My family's in the music business. My mama dropped the ball on us. So anyway, yeah, Ike and Tina was getting do 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 do, and they showcased the abuse. They showcased the abuse of Ike and Tina. They didn't show the hitting, but you hear the argument and the conversations, and you hear all that going on. And Don getting checked out by the doctor. We still don't know what's going on with him. His eyes all bloodshot red. He said that he passes out, and when he wake up, he lost a lot of time. It could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes. He don't know what the fuck is happening. This time is just gone, right? And he's like, the only thing that's working, that's making him better, is the cocaine. He got a little vial for it and everything. And the doctor's like, you can only self-medicate for so long. That's all. But all we see right now is that you're human. I don't know what he died from. I haven't looked it up. So I was like, what is he experiencing? Is it? No, he's not having seizures, so it's not epilepsy, is it? Because I thought, does epilepsy always come with the seizures? I don't know. So if you know, let me know. But he's having all these little blackout moments. I said it was the drugs. That's what I thought. But yeah, he's yeah, you know. I mean, it was so good. It was just so good. Gabrielle Green, she was doing the damn thing as Tina Turner. She played that fucking role. You better do that, girl. I think she was also on another show. The Game, when they brought The Game back, she was on there too. Okay, so I'm just stuck on. I can take it. All right, let me move on. Um, what was Don's whole story? If I can remember Don's whole story. Okay, so Don was trying to get a deal with Coca-Cola. He wanted old boy, who I keep calling Jerry, who name ain't Jerry. He wanted him to go out there and get the deal with Coke. He always treat and talk to his people like shit. Always treat and talk to people like shit. Well, come to find out, baby, Soul Train has been renewed for 2 to 3 more seasons. I wonder if there was anything like the show, how American Soul just got renewed. I wonder if they got renewed for 2 to 3 more seasons. I know they got renewed for at least 1, and I'm so happy about it. So Soul Train has been renewed for 2 to 3 more seasons, and we finna celebrate. We gonna party like a rock star, party like a rock star, party like a rock star, totally do. That's what we about to do up in here. So everybody in there partying and get down. And it's one chick that's in there trying to push up on Kendall. Trying to push up on him some Kendall. And Flo like, you better back up, chick. He don't like to talk to dirt. She say, but I see he like taking out the trash. They was about to get it. They was about to get into it. And Tess showed up. She showed up, Tessa Lorraine, and everybody got excited about seeing Tessa Lorraine, but Tessa Lorraine and Don had some business to talk about. They had some business deals. I'm going to come back to that a little later. So, in the meantime, back at JT, he's sitting there with Reggie, old punk ass, and Reggie's like, you got to do this. You got to ride tonight. This is our time to prove who the fuck you are. Prove your worth. Like I said, if you don't do it, you ain't got no worth to us. That's basically what Reggie was saying. So the problem is, though, is that JT, Simone, and Kendall got a show to do. They have to be encore. Remember, they are opening up for Tina fucking Turner. So they gotta be there, right? And I'm like, JT, come on now, bro. You gotta think about this. Think about it. Just think about it, you know. Well, JT asked Simone last episode, could they run away together? You know, let's just take off. And he said, let's take off tonight after the show. I can't stay here, baby, no more. The city is spilling me. The city is killing me. And Simone said, fine, I'm going to do whatever you want to do. It's me and you, baby. We going tonight. After the show was over, we going to hit the road. They'll grab A and we going to go. Because remember, JT put his mom in the mental ward. So, you know, they ain't got to worry about her. But who's sitting there watching them? Nate Parker. Why is Nate Parker following Simone? What is he doing there? I didn't understand. And he's sitting there with his little knife, twirling it like he about to do some shit. Is he like got a thing for Simone and he finna fuck up JT because of it? I didn't understand. So, Simone go home. Brienne is sitting there with that teacher. Remember that teacher? And he got a producer with him. And an opportunity for Simone. Now, Brienne is pissed off that Simone been lying and sneaking out and talking about her little following she got down at Dugas that she didn't know she was going to perform because she been lying about her age. But the opportunity, that sounds good, because not only is she going to get a job on Broadway, they going to finish her school there and give her a free ride, and she going to get a salary and everything. And the opportunity sounds good. Simone want to take this shit. She wants to take it. And Brienne is actually all in. She like, you know, baby, can't nobody live your dream but you. Go for your dream. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. And she was like, Mama, you got something saying it. She said, I could, but this is your dream, your choice to make. So Simone was like, this sound like a winner to me. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, but you know she got to tell JT, because she just told JT we leaving tonight after the show. Well, I can't leave tonight if we going to New York, or at least if I'm going to New York. Okay, so JT. Let me stop for a second. Tessa at home with Patrick. And she just got accepted to the tour, so she about to hit the road. She been gone about 6-7 months. She finna go on that tour, baby. She's so excited about that. And even though she don't want to have a child herself, or maybe she can't have a child after she had her miscarriage that they mentioned, she presented him some adoption papers, some papers of little girls, some kids they can adopt. And Patrick is so happy about that, right? So excited about that. So when we take Tessa back over to Soul Train, Don was like, look, I want to give you your job back. We just got renewed for a few seasons. Like, she said, you don't want me here. You just told me that you only hired me because I was cheap. He said, no, come on, that's for you. I may be Soul Train, but you are the rhythm. We need you back. She's like, okay, does that increase in pay come with an apology? Some producing credits, you know, she negotiating her stuff, and he's like, wait a minute, I don't know about all that, but we could talk about the first thing on there. And she was like, well, I'll let you know when I come back off a tour. So he thought that she was just gonna drop the ball and come on back now, but that ain't how it works around her. Okay, so we got to see Tina and Ike do a second song. I was like, they was getting it. They were getting it. I'm just saying, they got the music in this one, right? So over at the club, JT ain't there. They getting nervous. Simone said, look, they paid for 3 people, not 2, so we can't do this without him. He said, yes, we can. We could do it with Flo, because she could sing. She know all the parts. She done practiced all the routines with me. Like, what? I will sing JT's part. She could sing mine. But we could do this without him. We going to do it with Flo, or we going to wait on your boyfriend. I guess we going to do it with Flo. Well, where the fuck is JT? JT is riding with Reggie, and Reggie done took him over to Patrick's house. But Patrick and Tessa is in there doing a little sexy lap dance because she a new routine and she the choreographer her man. She get, I mean, baby, arching that back, had a little cute little lingerie on. I was like, you better do that shit for your man, Tessa, girl. Do that shit for your man. But what Reggie wants JT to do is kill Patrick. Because he is the one that's in the way of the conscious revolutionaries in progress, or the conscious revolution in progress. The Crips. He is the one that's in the way. So you got to take him the fuck out. And if you don't take him out, I'm going to take you out. So JT, sneaking over the wall, gets up in the house while they in there doing their lovey-dovey thing. And I'm like, JT, ask for help. Scream out his name or something. Say, Mr. Patrick, I know I shouldn't be in your house, but I need you right now. Do something. That's what I'm begging for JT to do. But JT peeks into the room and he see the little shenanigans going on. And he's like, I can't do it. So he backs up. Patrick's heard something. I'm thinking, oh shit, Patrick finna kill JT. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Patrick finna kill JT. My heart can't take it. My heart can't take it. Well, back at the club, Simone and Encore, they doing the motherfucking thing. Kendall sound real damn good on that song. I love that song. I need to download it. If it's on iTunes or something, I love that fucking song. They clowned on that shit. They did the damn thing. They did the damn thing up on that stage, baby. Had everybody up on their feet. Even Don came through. And it was like, you know what, Don, you need Encore to open the fuck up on your show. That's the type of shit you need to do. That's the type of shit you need to do for your season 2. Bring in some unknown people and give them the spotlight. That's what you need to do. Well, earlier, Herschel swing by the set and basically told Gerald that you my bitch. And if you gonna sit here with Soul Train, then Soul Train gonna be paying me. I'm your boss. As a matter of fact, that's how he introduced himself to Don. I'm his boss. I ain't his friend. I ain't his associate. I'm his boss. I'm running shit. I own that motherfucker, right? So Gerald said, look here, Herschel ain't gonna be no problem, Don. Don't worry about that shit. Don't you worry about that. Baby, Gerald came up in there to meet with Herschel. He's like, wow, we got this little surprise meeting. You gonna run up in my spot like that? You know, all the boys patted Gerald down, took his gun for him. And Herschel like, look here, I can't be too cautious, you know, because motherfuckers come up here want to kill me. I'm the big man in charge. He was a fucking mob boss at this time. A mob boss out in L to the fucking A. This little country boy from Memphis that came up to be a little mob boss. He like everybody trying to take my spot. And so, you know, Gerald is like, look, I ain't got time for this shit here. He said, you should have killed me when you had the motherfucking chance. He's like, what you talking about, homie? Baby, all his boys turned their guns on him and shot him the fuck down. Gerald said he's a man of his word. He said, I'm going to take him out. I'm going to handle him. I handled him. He's done. And I'm out of the business too. Jimmy is yours. Now you run shit. Jimmy like, okay. Just don't fuck with me is what Gerald said. Gerald went back and tried to present the idea to Don to open up the Soul Train Club because Don was over there and talking to Ike and Tina. And Ike had told them that Gerald presented opportunities for them to open up a club. And he thinking like, what the fuck club, what Soul Train Club you talking about? But Gerald got a whole club. He had a whole little model and everything set up there. He wanted to actually do the damn thing. I hope I don't run out of time on my thing. I'm trying to talk fast. So they got into a fight because they was like, no, you ain't, this is my shit. You can't have my shit. They got into a fight. And Gerald was like, the only reason why you mad because you didn't think of it. Basically, them motherfuckers gonna open up a club together. They broke ground on that bitch. They broke ground on it. But Tina had to talk with Don like, look here, if you love your wife, then you need to make sure she know it. You know what I'm saying? So remember Don had called up Red and was like, I want you to meet me here for dinner and at our anniversary spot. And he went back to Chicago. The deal with Coke fell through because Don wasn't going to show the fuck up. I don't know if the white boy did it or not, but Don wasn't showing the fuck up. He's going back to get his wife, make things right. And he like, boy, you don't even know she don't get there. Walk in the place, he's sitting there waiting, and here come Red. She walked in looking all good. I was like, hey girl, hey. All right, walked in looking all good. And Don's like, I'm so happy you're here. He even bought her a new mink coat. Like, I want you to reap the benefits of everything I got going on. She said, that shit is fire. But this marriage is over. Took that fucking ring off and passed it back to him and got the fuck up out of there and walked out. I was like, good for you, Red. Good for you, Red. Over. Over and done. It's over and done for you. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am, Pam. Well, JT climbed back over that wall. Let me go back for a second. Simone decided to tell Kendall that she going to school. And he like, wait a minute, so, Encore just blew up. What the fuck you mean you going to school? You selfish as a motherfucker. She's like, look her, I ain't finna let you hold me back from my dream. I love you, but I gotta go. I love you, but I gotta go. Well, Kendall decided to keep Encore going on with him and Flo. And then brought in another dude. So he's up on stage getting his little pop on. I was like, all right now, Encore's still doing the damn thing. Okay, so Simone on her way off to New York with the Reggie. Reggie met JT on the other side of that wall. I was like, look her, my nigga, I knew you wasn't gonna kill him, so I gotta kill you. And he's like, get down on your knees. And JT like, I'm a man, I ain't getting on my motherfucking knees. He didn't say it, but that's the look he had on his face. Reggie said, fine, then I'm gonna have to kill you where you stand. Then all of a sudden, pow, pow. Reggie shot motherfucking dead and his boy. I was like, oh, Patrick followed them. No, it's Nate motherfucking Parker. Nate Parker followed him. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why was Nate still following JT? So he really was following JT and not Simone, but why? Okay, but it's a good thing he did because he saved his ass. He was like, look here, you're going to have to run far and run fast. Don't ever bring your ass back here. So JT called up Simone and said, baby, I got to go. And she was like, go with me. I got accepted to a school. He said, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. She's like, you ain't mad? He said, no, you got to do what you, I told you, you were the voice. You were Encore. Do your thing. You're going to look up one day and see me sitting out there in the audience. And so, she cried. She begged him. She wanted him to stay, but that didn't happen. He hung up the phone with her, crying, tears in his eyes. And he was like, I did it. I let it go. He turned around, and then Nate Parker stabbed JT and threw him in the trunk of his fucking car. I cried. I cried big motherfucking tears, y'all. Like, no, this bitch did not steal JT. Then he looked up and said, Sergeant Clark, your family is safe, sir. I was like, this motherfucker been in a PTSD episode this whole goddamn time. He thought that JT was the problem and he was harmful to Simone, so he killed J motherfucking T. Simone up in New York getting ready to open it for her show. She got looking at a picture of JT, wondering if he could ever be in that crowd. We don't know if JT dead or not. We just know that Nate Parker stabbed his ass and threw him in the back of a trunk. That's all we know at this point. And I was like infuriated. I'm fucking infuriated. So at the end, Brienne, she dating again, and life is moving on, y'all. But I am so happy. So happy there's gonna be a season 2 because I gotta find out what happened to JT. I told y'all JT was the bread and butter of this show for me. He was the bread and butter. And like I said, we got to hear Tina sing. We got to hear Kelly Price sing again. Her and Simone, they sung together. Oh my God, they sound so fucking good together. I love it. I love it, and I love this show. I want to thank y'all for being patient with me for when I had all my late episodes. Thank y'all for coming back and watching this one, and come back next season because I'm going to be next season with it. I will be right here with this show. I love it. Great job, BET. Great job, the entire fucking cast. All the performers that performed on it. With the exception of Michelle Williams. She was horrible as Diana Ross. I can't let that shit slide. But other than that, it was good. Y'all leave y'all comments down in the comment section. Thank y'all for being here. Love, peace, and soul, baby.